A frenzied battle against the newly raised undead in the town cemetery unites the party with another would-be hero. As the dust settles on their victory, another threat arises, delivered again by the baleful glow of Gauntlight from deep within the swamp.
Hey everybody, it's time for Roll for Intent. I'm your GM Trevor, and everybody's here, including that new guy from last week who would be Joe.
That's me.
Who nearly died, I think. I think he was the only person that really took serious damage in combat last week.
Literally, he's the only one who took damage.
No, Jake took damage.
I took some damage.
Joseph took a hit or two.
Jake doesn't count.
He always takes a hit or two. That's kind of his thing.
He's
just
not
dying.
supposed to die.
Yeah, after his failed rolls.
We'd have to re-record if he didn't take any damage.
They don't stop coming, and they just don't stop coming.
You don't say.
Yeah. As in this next encounter.
Right. One question, though. I think it might have something to do with some ignorance on your part. Can you tell me what Martha's Vineyard is, Jake?
Well, I recently learned that it is a place and not an amusement park.
Wait.
So,
Wait, how old are you, Jake?
I'm 24.
I don't know that those two things are mutually exclusive. I think that amusement
Here's the
parks are
thing.
places.
I learned in one of the most ridiculous ways, too. And so this comes because I remember when I was a kid seeing, like, and I don't remember why, but I remember one time I saw an advertisement for a theme park in, like, the Virginia area called Virginia Gardens.
Maybe Busch Gardens?
Or Busch Gardens, whatever. Yeah, something like that. I don't fucking know what it's even called, but I think Trevor is correct. It's called Busch Gardens. And then I saw, like, it had, like, roller coasters and shit in it, and I was like, okay, that's an amusement park. And then later I heard Martha's Vineyard in passing, and I was just like, for some reason my brain was like, yep, that's also an amusement park.
Those
Playground of the rich and famous.
Yeah, it's like, it doesn't sound like
literally,
please,
literally
it does not sound like a place where somebody lives, in my opinion. But what's worse is the way that I learned, because I was watching season 1, episode 1 of Celebrity Wife Swap on Hulu, where Flava Flav's wife was trading places with Dee Snider's wife, and they were like, Dee Snider lives in Martha's Vineyard, and I was like,
Really?
the amusement park? And it was just like, thank God I didn't say this out loud to my girlfriend, and that it would just, like, sprawl through a really nice neighborhood.
Like,
and Dee
Jake,
Snider has, like, this really fucking nice ass house and everything, and, like, 7 kids. And I'm like, oh shit. Oh my God. I'm today years old. It's me. I'm the 10,000. But I'm not proud enough to tell anybody.
Jake, growing up as you and I did, that's completely understandable.
Now,
I was homeschooled, people. Yep. Please cut me some slack.
So was my wife, and she knew what Martha's Vineyard was.
Jake, I do have a question. Your first thing comes to mind. Martha's Vineyard is an amusement park. What would the rides be?
What are the rides at Busch Gardens?
It's a theme park. It's
No,
just
I know,
a thrill park.
But
at
if
Busch
you
Gardens.
had to name I want to hear your thoughts of a couple of Martha's, everybody's, not just you, Jake. What would a couple ride names be? Or what would the ride be? At Martha's Vineyard. At Martha's Vineyard Amusement Park.
I don't know, like Grape Stomper or
Yeah,
something.
there would
like
definitely
that.
be one where you get the kids together out on, like, one of those vasts and they start stamping the grapes.
Yeah, you get some galoshes,
Get, like,
you
the,
take the family.
Yeah.
the luxury SUV cruise.
I think
Pay a little bit
there's
extra to get in there barefoot.
I think there's one where you throw a wad of $1 bills at poor people and watch them fight over it.
Oh,
I'm going to phone it in on this one and just say that there's a lazy river. That's all.
Full of wine. It's got to be full of wine.
It's full of wine. Yeah, because it's a vineyard, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's in the name.
Yeah.
And not full of wine as in, like, it's flowing with wine, but it's temperate water, and there are floating buckets iced with champagne within them.
Yeah,
There
exactly.
you go.
Naturally occurring.
Yeah,
So this-
that just happens.
So we're going to be starting a GoFundMe, guys. We're going to start Martha's Vineyard, the amusement park.
I'm just
as it
really
should have
sorry
been.
And it's in
that I'm this
Virginia.
dumb. You know what? This could have been solved at any point if my curiosity went beyond just like, yup, that's what it is. I don't know why my brain immediately was decided and made that concrete fact, but that was years ago, and not once did I ever fact check myself on that at all.
I don't understand why it's so funny, but it's so fucking funny.
It's really dumb.
I wish I had
really
that confidence, though. Like, that's what it is. I don't need to look it up.
Also, Celebrity Wife Swap, intense. Did you know that Dee Snider also has a podcast?
Yes.
This
Doesn't
was like
everybody?
10 years ago, but
No, I'm actually more disappointed in the fact that he lives in Martha's Vineyard knowing what it actually is and not an actual amusement park.
Right? That is not rock and roll.
Anyways, if any of our viewers are listening from Martha's Vineyard, we'd love for you to come on and tell us all about where you're from.
well, it's
Tell us all about the rides.
Maybe invite us out
it's
there.
also
Also
the fact that
donate,
like
yeah.
our family trips, and Trevor can confirm this. Our family trips when we were kids were going to Disney World, and there was the rock and roller coaster at Disney World, and I was a kid, and then like they show you this video of like Aerosmith, and they're like, dude, this roller coaster goes like 0 to 60. It's rock and roll or whatever, and I was like, oh my god, they're here. So it made sense to me at the time, and then it never evolved beyond that.
The mind of a child never ceases to amaze me.
Yeah. No, yeah. I just never came back to that and thought about it more until recently. And I thought I would share it with you. I'm glad I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have done this.
It's fine. It was
Yeah.
fun.
You're being punished for opening up. Congratulations.
Yeah, no.
Welcome to adulthood.
The beatings will continue until you're not an ignorant piece of shit.
I don't know if
little bit harsh.
if it's really ignorance. It's not like I went around telling other people, like, hey, you guys been to Martha's Vineyard? The rides are crazy and expensive. So
Price
I'm
of
told.
admission is through the roof.
Yeah, it's not like I was preaching about the amusement park that is Martha's Vineyard. Anyway, how was your week?
the best.
Man, my Monday. So it's 8 a.m. and my wife's dad calls her, and he lives like 10 minutes away. And he's like, hey, I'm bringing some stuff to your house, dog food and stuff, because you guys have dogs. We're like, sure. So I go out and I grab the stuff, and one of the boxes has a bad bottom, right? Like it's like cross-folded.
Yeah, it does.
In a weird way. Yeah, it's not okay. And it's full of canned food. And I can tell that stuff's fallen out of it.
I have things falling out of my bottom all the time.
Wolf brand chili.
So my neighbor is a pastor, right? So I'm thinking like, first off, we've been in a Far Cry 6 hole, right? Didn't mow the lawn this weekend. My father-in-law shows up unexpectedly. Lawn looks like trash. Not okay. Then he comes up to the house and he brings a thing of dog food. My neighbors know we have dogs. And a thing of canned food, right? And I'm like, the neighbors think that I died or lost my job or something. So I'm looking through this stuff, and it turns out that it was donated by Dana's sister, put in his garage to bring to a food bank. And I'm like, ooh, what's this? Chickpea pasta? That's fancy. How cool is that? So I'm looking through stuff that's destined for the Buffalo Food Bank, thinking like, oh, this is really neat, huh? That's a lot of fun. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure that my neighbors saw the bottom fall out of that box, and so help me God, if my pastor neighbor brings me like a care package for the holidays, I'm going to lose my mind.
We know how much trouble you've been in recently. This is for you.
Is it this passive-aggressive kindness you just can't stand?
Right.
No, it's like a genuine kindness, like not even passive aggressive.
I
It's
hate
like, hey,
it.
you're going
I
through a
hate it
hard
even
time.
more.
Yeah, people are
aggressive.
donating food to you, and I'm just like, I
I
don't
heard you
need
started
food.
doing a podcast for money, and we heard you're falling on hard times.
I'm real sorry
We're gonna
about
donate to
that.
you now. Yeah.
Good job.
pie.
Here you go.
Can't kick a man when he's down. How can you get any lower than a podcast?
Well, I already do like
Bless
IT
your
stuff
heart.
for them, and they bring me like pounds of tomatoes and stuff, and I'm like, what am I going to do? Start canning sauce? Like,
Yes.
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 well, I don't know how to do that. So I just ate so many BLTs.
I think you just like get a can or several.
No, stop. Don't listen to
they're-
Jake. He
they're-
thinks
they're
Martha's
jars.
Vineyard is an amusement park.
Leftovers for days.
Yeah.
You got to use the jars, but you also got to like
I
boil
will
them
also
down.
admit that I have never done any canning, so
Yeah, me either. So,
Don't start. Just
Yeah.
don't start.
I hear it's a nightmare.
You can
And
kill
it's-
people
can't
if you
stop.
don't know what you're doing.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you screw up the canning process, then
Yep.
like the
heard
tomatoes
of
carry
botulism?
botulism.
Botulism, you die. You're done.
Yeah. You eat it and it's like,
There's
oh,
no
this is one of the
odorless,
most toxic
tasteless.
substances known to man. Good job.
Super
Bye.
potent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
that's why
tongue
all
is numb,
foods-
and then your throat is numb, and then your body shuts down. Oh, it's god awful. Terrible.
That's why you need to use acids and salts.
Yep. Sterilize and use citric acid, and
Yep. Unless
yeah,
you're doing
don't
meat.
listen to Jake about canning.
Or Martha's Vineyard.
That's it. Sneeze in it
Onions.
first. It's good for
If
you.
you're making your own pickled onions, there's like a quick pickled onion.
Pickle the
that's like
shit
really,
out of your produce. Make
it's
sauerkraut.
real good.
you're
You
good.
would say to make sauerkraut, wouldn't you, Micah?
Obviously.
It's good shit. It's good.
Micah is the sourest kraut I
I'll
know.
back that. I love sauerkraut.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I love
fucking hate
sauerkraut,
sauerkraut.
too. Just Jake, you hate anything that's not brown and fried. So there's that.
You make me sound so
You
gross.
put lettuce on stuff.
You were
Like,
disgusting. You were
If
disgusting.
you could have
piece of shit,
gordita,
Jake.
Jake,
And
I've
it doesn't
seen you,
have lettuce on
I've
it,
seen
I'm
you
gonna
eat
get
while you
pissed.
poop.
You have not.
Hey, we've all been there.
Or if you did, you shouldn't have.
That was a special moment, Todd.
I'll quit doing it when you quit tweeting
It was
it out.
supposed to be between you and him.
Nobody knows about when I'd sit like a youth pastor on the toilet just over the tank.
Eating cereal on the back of the tank.
I'm lactose intolerant.
Just goes right through it.
just shoving Haribo sugar-free gummy bears down
That's where
your
he
gullet.
spends all of his
while you
time
sit
thinking about
backwards.
things like Martha's Vineyard.
Laptop supported on the back of the toilet. Just
I just want to enjoy a bowl of Wheaties, man.
Jake, you've
I'm just
been in there
trying to
for an
get
hour
clean
and a
on the
half. What, you
inside.
curing Cancer?
Oh, man, this has gone on way too long.
Yeah. You're gonna have fun trimming this.
I
down.
can't wait to hear like Martha's Vineyard. And now we're getting into the
Let's go back to sounding.
Talking
Yeah.
about how Trevor
nope.
watches or Todd watches me shit while I eat on the toilet.
I may or may not keep that. We'll see.
I don't
just
blame him.
mention it
That
again
was
in the
good.
middle of combat
That's
and
pretty
we won't
good.
be able to cut it.
Yep. I can't cut throwbacks. I just can't.
It's a circle of life.
You want to know what else is a circle of life?
Oh, God.
That big round beam that came from the Gauntlight, leaving a circle on the ground, spawning new life in front of you that roared. How's that for a stretch?
Holy shit!
That was really
Jesus.
good.
Great segue. Nailed it. Seamless. Beautiful.
Man, we took a bus across town for that fucking segue.
Well, last week, Bill had a wonderful, poignant memory of his grandfather. There was a big beam of light that went towards the cemetery. You see there's things falling off the cliff. You finally get there. It's full of undead. The party's split going into the cemetery. You walk in. You see this badass little thing just wrecking things with unbound arcane power. And you absolutely wasted everything in that place. Didn't take a lot of damage. You just cut through the undead like a hot knife through butter. And you guys are sitting there patting yourselves on your back. Something else is coming through from the Gauntlight. Feel the beam hit your skin. It's like things are trying to crawl out of you. You feel cold and hot at the same time. Something begins to coalesce in front of you. I want to take a real quick second to call out something from one of our fans and a friend of the podcast, Christian with Beast Foundry. He actually provided the monster for this encounter tonight. Got a Patreon. You can check him out at Beast Foundry on Patreon. He actually made this one specifically for me at my request. He modified an existing monster to fit this, and this is a completely unique monster. I don't think it even exists in his bestiary yet. So, thanks, Christian. Appreciate it.
Yeah, this is a TPK. I hate you forever.
Yeah, definitely. Like, flame him, please.
Yeah, just remember, if any of us die,
Now we know your first name.
and where you were.
That's the first time I've heard it. Talked to him for hours. Have no idea what his first name.
Well, that's his first name. It's Christian.
Okay, cool.
All right, guys.
I identify with that.
So, the thing that begins to coalesce as it roars in front of you. It's not big, but it does look rather fearsome. Let me show y'all a picture of this lovely green
What's that?
monster.
Is that a Pokemon?
That does look like a Pokemon.
It does look
Holy
like
shit.
Is that hair
Yeah.
coming out from the behind
Yeah,
the-
it's
Okay.
like
They could be
there's
ghosts.
hair
They
cutting
could
out
be
Claws
between
on claws.
chitinous plates. It's like very insectoid crab-like, but it still has hands, these big claws, and almost like Batman gauntlets or something in front of the claws. It's pretty terrifying looking.
Aren't those in Fallout?
It might be. They look kind of like what are the
Mud? No, not mud crabs.
Yeah,
That's-
it's like some quadrupedal fuzzy arachnid.
Mirelurks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Murlurk. Yeah, Mirelurks.
Murlurks. Good job, Trev.
Mirelurks. Mirelurks.
looks awesome.
At any rate,
I don't
I
like
can't
that.
wait to Mirelur this right in the Mirelur.
I mean, it looks
everyone,
dangerous.
it's time to roll for initiative.
Before I roll, I'm gonna point out I did mention this I think off the air last time how as soon as I saw the light come out, I was switching from my great axe to
Right.
my new
Yep,
my
we
newly
talked about that.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. So for everybody out there, I've switched from my great axe so you don't razz me.
Fuck. Natural 1 on my initiative for a 7. Shit.
I have rolled a natural 1 on
Good
my
job,
initiative for a 9.
I have also rolled a
Atmospheric
natural
noise.
1.
Are you
serious?
Yeah, isn't that great? Isn't that great? Wow.
Guys,
It's,
I rolled
Wow.
It's 15.
What are you guys sitting there in complete silence? That's why you got to put on some dubstep in the background.
this is why I just do it for the initiative so it shows up in the tracker, and that's why this is explicitly why I don't roll Foundry dice because they're
This is absurd.
horseshit.
This is genuinely absurd.
I have like 20 sets. I should just roll.
Now I feel bad saying mine.
I have my blue sandstone die in front of me, which are topical because Yosef
Raymond,
found
fuck 'em
blue
up.
Sandstone.
I'm gonna.
You too, Billiam.
All right, so
Hey, wait, real quick. Could you change Joe's character's name from Joe's Goober to his actual
No,
name?
leave it.
so
Listen to Ray.
this thing
Yeah, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Change it.
this thing coalesces in front of you, and you get a. And you all turn to see it. Billiam quickly switches to his grandfather's war flail, and it looks like this new kobold, Kashak the Gold. Seems to have gotten a hint of what's happening first, and he is first in the initiative order. Joe, what are you gonna do?
How threatened do I feel?
You are threatened enough. You are extremely threatened.
Is it enough?
It is enough. Let's explain what's happening.
Is this where he Jesus Christ lizards runs across the bay to get away?
That's exactly what it is.
Yes.
It's like a basilisk. You just
Yeah, it's
It is-
fight or flight. It's just nope.
Muppet
gotta run
hands
on
up in the
water.
air, too.
Just like daintily though, just like like at his shoulders.
yeah. I think it's stressful enough for you. I think you got to roll on the table, buddy.
Let's give it a go.
Mechanically, after you do this roll, let's explain what's happening here.
Whoa, what?
Oh, this is a fun one.
What? That's an interesting read.
So, Joe, what did you just roll on?
I just rolled on my wellspring table.
What's that mean?
So, Kashak is a wellspring mage. So, he is effectively attuned to like the raw source of magic. However, he will get additional spell slot. He loses spell slots, but he can gain additional spell slots under duress, and he has to project an effect from himself effectively called a wellspring surge when he's threatened.
Actually, you're supposed to roll a d20 first before you roll on the table to see if you actually trigger a surge. Because you only trigger a surge if it's like a DC 5. I forget exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's correct. It's DC 5.
So just roll. Well, you rolled a 5. You're good. But the 5 does something specific, right?
Well, yeah. So, surge.
Oh, you surge?
We got a monstrous transformation here.
So you did get a surge for rolling
I got
a
a 6.
5? Well, hold on.
When I
hold
rolled
on.
the flat check.
Oh, when you rolled the flat check, you got a 6. Well, okay. Well, then that meets, right? So you're good if you roll the 6.
All right.
So you have a
Sorry.
success. So you are able to randomly. Do you have any spell slots that you've consumed? I don't think you did because you just did arcane arcs, right?
Yeah, I didn't. I just used.
Cool. Then there's no effect.
Well, it doesn't have to be one you've consumed.
It does because if you, you can gain a temporary spell slot. Okay. If you would gain a temporary spell slot for a level that has no expended spells, there's no effect. So you have no expended spells.
Okay,
Right.
cool. Never mind.
Sorry.
All right.
All that to explain
All that.
that
to
Joe
be
is a
boring.
wellspring mage. He rolls on a table. I'll just explain how that works. He rolls a flat check. He has to get a DC 6. If he rolls a 6 or higher, cool things happen. If he succeeds, he randomly determines a spell slot that he regains back as a temporary spell slot until the end of combat. I'm sorry, for 3 rounds. He's got a spell slot for 3 rounds, and then it's gone. A crit success, he gets to recover an expended spell slot from any level he chooses, and it lasts for a minute. If you fail, so you roll lower than 6, so a 5 or below, there is a Wellspring Surge table he has to roll on, which can do a whole ton of crazy stuff. Imagine, like, the Rod of Wonder type crazy stuff happens, but about half of it's really bad.
I don't know what that thing is, but man, there's a joke just brewing in me right now. You can't be saying things like that, especially someone that doesn't know the lore.
Joe, we did all of that, and I apologize that it was kind of kludgy, but hopefully it won't be kludgy for us in the future, because that's the first time we've done it.
It's true. How exciting.
Right? So, what are you going to do on this initial round of combat?
On this initial round of combat, that doesn't seem like a friendly creature. I am thinking that it's probably not meaning well. I'm going to cast Grease.
Ooh.
Did you say Grease?
Tell us about Grease. Yeah, Grease. Grease
And
is
I'm
a fun
going
one.
to cast it in such a way that it doesn't affect us, but it affects that.
Where are you going to center it then?
So it's 4 contiguous 5-foot squares?
All right.
Unless his carapace counts as an object?
It does not, no.
Ah, bummer.
All right.
He turns into Danny Zuko.
So where do you want to put these things? Obviously, I'm thinking the square that he's on, right?
Right.
So there's that square. I'm going to start marking them off with a color.
Yeah.
That square.
Yep, the one to the north of him.
Okay, I'll do the one north of him.
East of that, south of that one. And the one...
East of that? East of the one that you just put on?
Yes.
So here.
Yep, south of that square.
All right.
And then the one, but like that little cubby between Tobin and Billiam.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so all of those, explain exactly what Grease does for the listeners at home.
Sure. All solid ground in this area is covered with grease. Each creature standing on the greasy surface must succeed a reflex save or an acrobatics check against your spell DC or fall prone. Wow. Creatures using an action to move onto this greasy surface during the spell's duration must attempt either a reflex save or an acrobatics check to balance. A creature that steps or crawls doesn't have to attempt a check or save.
That's step. So step is like a 5-foot, or a crawl, which is when you're moving while prone. So I'm going to roll a reflex save.
Right. So I'm hoping that affects this thing.
I just rolled a natural 1 for a 9 reflex. Oh. So what happens on a crit failure?
On a critical failure.
I think he goes prone and takes like a d6 of bludgeoning or something, right?
I think
It definitely goes prone. Yes, it goes prone. Doesn't say anything about a critical failure.
Uh-oh.
That's what happens when you trip and it critically fails.
It doesn't say anything about a crit on putting it on an area.
This guy walks, though, right?
If you fail a reflex save or an acrobatics check against your spell DC or fall prone.
On his awful bug claws, he doesn't crawl.
Nope. Well, he could, but he's still prone. Like crawling is a mechanical object where you're prone and you move while remaining prone, essentially. It's kind of like a, belly crawl. So there is a mechanical crawl that's just like this thing crawls on 4 legs.
So he has a skitter. He has to get up to skitter.
And then I am going to cast shield on myself.
Excellent.
Shield.
And shield gives you, what, a +1 circumstance bonus to AC, and you can raise the shield, right? Excellent. Billiam, you are up.
All right. So I can see this grease, right? This is not...
Yes, you can.
Okay, perfect. So I have picked up my warflail and I'm getting all the feels, and I get sort of quiet as this is all happening. I'm like, oh, I need to do this proud. And I see the grease, so I'm going to move here. I'm
going to move around it?
Around it, yeah. That didn't move around it for a bit, but yeah, here.
That's fine.
Here, and here.
Cool.
Move over here, and it's fallen, correct?
Yes, it is prone.
Yes, prone.
Okay, awesome. So it's on the ground, and I walk over there. I'm nervous. I got the jitters because I got my brand new warflail, and I'm just going to... Here's the first one. Pop, pop. And bring it down, hopefully, with the first strike. First
All right,
strike
here we go.
of Halandra.
Nice.
You guys see it before me?
That's beautiful. Oh my god.
19 for 28.
19 for 28. You guys saw it before me, so you all freaked out. And I was like, what is it? Oh, God. Thank God.
So excited
That's not a
for that
crit,
one.
but it is a hit.
Hey, I'm fine
It's
with
not
that.
even its prone AC is higher than 18.
Yes.
Dang. Fine with me. And I see it, and just like when I was just a young kid, the little bit of my eyes start to go black as I raise the warflail above my head and bring it down.
All right. So
Doing 10 points of damage.
you're going to actually, and I don't know why it didn't roll. I need you to roll another d6 because as you bring it down, the head of the flail begins to flame and smolder, and you do an extra d6 of fire damage.
What?
We need some drawn butter.
I didn't even know that.
That's kind of the
more
point of
D6.
these artifacts
Yes.
that I've given you
Plus
guys.
2, so 12 points of damage
Relics,
total.
rather. Excellent, guys. So you did 10 points of regular damage and 2 points of fire damage on this goober. That's a good opening.
Yes, it is, and I'm gonna bring it to, and I'm so excited now that this is on fire. I'm like, oh, and I'm sort of in a panic, but I swing down and hit it one more time.
That's just so cool, though. It's flaming.
Yeah, it's on fire. So
So it's a ball in a
Well,
chain,
this thing
but
is
the
not on
spiky ball is
fire.
on fire.
So if you were to crit with this thing, it does persistent fire damage.
Okay.
It does 1 point of persistent fire damage.
okay,
That's
but
cool.
is the ball itself on fire?
Yes.
Oh, so I get
it's so
excited.
sick.
This excites me and scares me at the same
I
time.
won't say that it's on fire, but it's like kind of red hot and smoldering.
Right, and I'm like, it's one of these moves you guys can see, everybody else can't, but I'm like, bam, ah, ah. I like bring it down really quickly one more time because I'm a little bit scared of this, of the power. I'm scared of the power.
attack
guys.
it again.
Is the grease flammable?
Ooh, no.
It's not.
Oh,
I checked.
That is
That'd be awesome.
All right.
That is.
That is
An 11.
that technically is a crit fail on this thing,
Oh no.
but you're fine.
Good to know. And
No,
that will
it's
end
not.
my turn.
I didn't say that.
With a little
Electric
bit
cracks
of
in half.
so excited, I have a little bit of pee in my barbarian shorts.
It's good pee, though.
Oh, nice. Okay, so this thing is going to attempt to stand. And do I have to do another reflex as I begin to stand? No, I have to move. If I move
Yeah, I think you have to
onto
move out of
it,
the square.
yeah. If I have to move, yeah. So if I just stand here, it's fine. It says each creature standing on the greasy surface must succeed at a what reflex save or fall prone. I think that's only at the effect. And that's how I'm going to rule it going forward. But if I don't move, I should be able to stand and be fine. So I'm just going to stand up, and I am going to come down at this thing that attacked me with a claw attack.
Ah.
The claw.
The claw.
And here it comes. Oh, hold on a second. This is something that needs to happen. I completely forgot. I need, and this, I so apologize, Christian, on this one, that we talked about this and I completely forgot. I need everybody to roll a will save.
All right. Okay. I have a +8 to that.
Okay, yeah.
I got a 22.
Nice.
I got a 9.
I got a natural 20 for a 30.
I got an 18.
All
I
right.
suck.
So, Bill,
Yeah.
you are, and this wouldn't have affected your roll,
Okay.
luckily. You are stupefied as you hear this chittering noise coming. It's just,
Disturbed?
and you are, stupefied.
It's a great song.
You are stupefied too. So let me hit you up
Pretty
with that.
It's pretty standard for Bill.
Right? You are stupefied too. So stupefied, let me give you a little look, because this is the first time we've dealt with stupefied. You take a status penalty equal to this value on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma-based checks and DCs, including will saving throws, spell attacks, spell DCs, and skill checks that use these ability scores. And anytime you attempt to cast a spell while stupefied, the spell is disrupted against you succeed at a flat will check with a DC equal to 5 plus your stupefied value. Technically, Joe, you are outside the range, so you didn't need to make the check, so this doesn't actually affect what happened to you. You are outside of 30 feet from him,
No, my spells.
right? All your spells.
I'm so stupefied that I was like, I had spells and now I can't do them.
So you are stupefied too. Tovin, you are immune perpetually from this. And Solus, you're stupefied 1.
Whoa.
And
Okay.
did you roll a save for me, Jake? What was your save?
I got a 22.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Soul's got an 18 and is still stupefied 1. I like how there's
Yeah.
like varying degrees of failure for saves in second edition instead of just like a flat you make it or you don't.
Save or suck.
Yeah.
All right, this is going to last for 1 minute.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Ouch.
But you are stupefied 1, Solus, and Bill is stupefied 2, and everybody else is fine. But it's going to come down with a claw, and here it comes. As a 28 hit.
That is a hit.
Is it a crit?
It is not a crit, but it is a hit.
All right, here comes some damage.
Oh, boy.
Almost minimum damage, 12 points.
Not bad.
And he's going to go for a bite after that. So he comes down with the claw, and after he follows up with a claw, he like pushes his shoulder into it and bites down at you. And here comes the bite attack. Let's see.
Bites. I didn't see that it had a mouth.
It do.
It's got pinches. 14. I think that's a miss.
That is a miss.
It's
All
got
right.
mandibles.
That's the end of its turn since it had to take a turn to stand up.
Oh my goodness.
Yosef, you're up.
Okay. I would like to try to identify this creature. What kind of knowledge would I be able to
Okay,
roll on
let's
this?
take a look at what we got. We got occultism. We could do that.
I'm untrained in it.
Okay, so don't have that. Do you have any lore you think might work for this guy?
I've got Rose Guard lore and cooking lore. I have a religion, but I don't know if that's going to be it. That sounds like it's more extra planar than undead.
Yeah,
the way
you're
describing it.
you're no good.
I can't even roll.
Yeah,
on
you don't
train.
have anything you can roll on it. No, you have to be trained to roll a knowledge. We determined that on episode 7, I believe.
All right, so yeah, I guess I cannot identify that. I'm going to have to leave that up to Solus then. Or who has more occultism? Tovin? Do you have anything on occultism?
Yeah, I do,
All right, cool.
actually. A little bit. I'm trained.
Then I'm going to turn and look at you and be like, take a look and tell me if it's got any weaknesses. In the meantime, I'm going to get up high. And I would like to take an acrobatics check on my first movement to go up on top of this statue and then up on top of the mausoleum for my first 25 feet.
Okay, so that area is greased.
The ceiling?
Well, the roof of it,
Okay.
right? So you're going to have to roll an acrobatics check first.
Okay. +8. I rolled a natural 2 for a 10.
Yeah, I'll let you get up there.
All right,
It's not hard. I mean, Kashak was able to get up there. That's where he was fighting from to begin with.
All right, cool.
True.
And now I'm on the gunk.
I need you to roll a reflex.
A reflex save? Okay. Cool, that's better. That's +9. 12 for a 21.
You tell me, Joe, is that high enough to beat the DC if you're grease? It's going to be your class DC.
21.
Or your
Yes.
your spell DC. Yeah, you're good. Okay, so you succeeded on those.
All right, cool. Is it safe to say that I still have my armament in my hand?
I don't know. I would say probably. There wasn't a lot of time between the two combats. I don't
Yeah,
think
it
you-
doesn't go away. There's no time limit on how
Right.
long I can hold it. Okay. I got up here. I'm in position. I have my weapon drawn. I'm technically flanking it with Bill on the
You
roof of this
are.
mausoleum. So
You
I
are.
would like to, and I do not want him to attack my friend anymore. So I'm going to roll to hit at my highest base attack bonus to try to trip this fool.
Oh, you're going to try to trip. Okay.
Yeah. So that's with my acrobatics bonus, right? I always forget this.
Yeah, we're going to do with your acrobatics bonus.
Cool. So +8.
Plus, you add 1 because you are now using a +1 weapon. So you get to use your trait bonus on your weapon.
That's +9. Fuck. That's so cool. All right. To trip. Natural 1.
That's not it. You actually drop your weapon.
Oh, wait.
No.
Can I do that?
Wait,
No.
isn't it
Off the edge
attached
of the
to
mausoleum in the grease.
Isn't it attached to a skeleton?
No, it's just it seems like it's tethered almost. But
Oh.
you drop it. You drop your weapon because it's a crit fail
All right,
on the
cool.
trip attempt.
I'll use my last action to just summon it back to my hands because that's easier than picking it up.
All right.
So I just like get up there. I'm like, "Ugh." And I whip it, and I just like put too much into it, and there's too much weight at the end, so it just rips out of my hand. So I'm like, whoop, and it just pops back. And
All right.
I'm winding up to start next turn.
Tovin, you are up.
Tovin's going to heed Yosef's warning or his advice and try to do a occultism check on this thing. I need to know if there's any sort of edge we can get on this monstrosity.
All right. Let's see what you got. Okay, this is what's known as a Morglar nymph.
It's a nymph.
Yeah,
No,
this is a Morglar
that's not good.
nymph.
That means this is a baby.
It is an aberration that lives in the deep places of the world. They typically, when they're adults, they're known for taking things alive to do who knows what with them. In fact, they've been rumored to completely decimate entire dwarven settlement or Dwergar settlements in the Darklands. Just completely wipe them out. Thousands of Dwergar. They typically hunt in packs. It's rare to find them by themselves. But these nymphs are kind of a bit more savage than the adults. They don't know to stop themselves, and they don't typically take things alive when they're nymphs. They get a bit of a battle hunger and rage. Now, this thing, it looks a little clumsier than anything else. Okay. So you can infer that that would mean that its reflex save is its low save.
Okay.
And it has no weaknesses, but it is resistant to a couple things.
Wow. Must have rolled pretty good. Can I ask for one more piece of information?
What do you want to know?
What's its average lifespan?
4 to 5 years. It's good and drawn butter. It's about to get shorter.
Okay, well, awesome. I'm going to relay that to everybody else. Just let them know that it's a clumsy thing, but it's very strong. And for my final action, because this is a twofer, I'm going to grab my talisman of the Cosmic Caravan and speak an incantation while I point an open palm at it, and I'm going to cast Moonbeam!
Excellent. Yes, I've been waiting for this.
Moonbeam! All right, here comes the attack roll. That is a 19 to hit.
Oh my god.
That's a mess, unfortunately.
Oh god.
Come on.
You're never going to hit with that fucking ability.
Right.
Sorry, buddy.
I did once, and it was really good.
One time.
Well, great. Everybody remind me to charge that after we die. And that's it for Tovin.
All right, Solus, you are up.
All right. Solus is going to run around the grease right up next to Billiam. This is first action. Okay. Second action is gonna take a swipe at the boy.
How long does that grease last, Joe?
It lasts a minute.
So probably the entirety of this combat. Congratulations.
Oh, great. All right, here we go.
Great.
Swipe number 1.
Stab it up and swipe. Do.
It's a 10 for an 18.
Miss.
Fucking hell. All right. Swipe number 2. It's 5 for an 8.
That's a miss.
God damn it. All right. Yeah, that's it for Solus's turn.
All right. Kashak the Gold. What you got, buddy? Kind of magical flim-flam you got over there in your zimzam?
Kashak's a little bit worried about this creature. It appears to have not incapacitated anyone yet, but its capabilities are obviously strong.
So I'm going to do a 3-count magic missile.
Nice. Oh. Gotta love that force damage.
Dodge that.
It says that I don't have enough spell slots, but I do.
Hold on. I will fix you up right now.
And he's tightening his bow tie.
There you go.
Licked his thumb, got smudge off his cheek, and we're good to go.
You should be able to just hit cast and be good for it. Can you do something decent here?
No.
How much damage you got?
3, 2 1s, and then plus 3. So a total of 5 plus 3. That's 8. Force damage.
Excellent. And that's the end of your turn. Billiam,
Yes.
might I remind you real quick, you're a barbarian. You have this cool class feature called Rage that you never use.
I know.
Wait, what?
I haven't
You're a
raged.
barbarian?
I haven't raged, mainly because it was dropping my DC a little, or my AC a little bit, and I was getting murdered. But
Yeah, but it ups your it
I
ups
know.
your temp hit points.
it does up my temp hit points. So that'll come at the end of this. That rage is possibly brewing because I have a great idea. I see all the grease. I see Yosef up on the thing throwing his chain, and I'm like, that's. I recognize that. That's a tripping action, and I look down at my warflail, and I see the chain, the longer chain than my regular warflail. It's a little bit longer. I'm like, I bet you I could trip with this, which I can, and I can use my athletics skill, which is a +8. So
Yeah!
right.
I'm
Plus,
gonna
you get a
attempt-
+1 because
Yes, exactly.
you have a +1.
And
So-
we know that reflex is this thing's weakest save.
Exactly, because
does
Tobin
it
yelled
do
from
burn
across
damage?
the thing, it's clumsy. So the trip didn't work. It hasn't fallen yet because it's not its turn. So I'm going to try and trip it with my warflail.
What did you try to get on the trip before, Jake? What did you roll? Yeah, what did you roll again?
I rolled a natural 1.
Yeah, he rolled a nat 1, so it wouldn't have mattered. It would have been All right,
All
go
right.
ahead,
Rolling it.
Billiam.
Rolling it. I'm like, I can do it. And that is a 8 for a 16.
You just barely missed it, man.
Oh,
You're so close. So close.
Come on. I go and it just with its legs. And I'm. Can I try one more time?
Don't
I mean,
stop it.
yeah, but it's going to be at a minus.
What is it? Minus.
It would be -5.
Oh, mother of God! Yeah.
So
no,
it
not-
would just
not
be.
gonna-
It would be instead of a plus. Wait. I mean,
But
when
that
he
also
rolled it, it
applies
was
to your
still at a
attack.
+8 instead of a +9. So it should have been a 17.
Oh, true. It should have been a 17.
It still misses just barely.
Oh. Okay. So yeah, no +5. Well, okay. So I bring my warflail around this way, and I miss, and my eyes had been black slightly, a little, like right before that. And as I miss, the rage just fills up inside of me from missing and letting my grandfather down. So I begin raging, and I sweep my arms like this. It misses, and it comes back around the top. And my last action, I will do an attack.
There we go.
Do it.
That's at a -5. You did your
Oh
math.
my
Natural fucking 1. My God.
Crushing it over here. I did. I technically you hit my +9 button, and I still got a +1.
Random.
Oh my god.
atmospheric.
I raged the second turn,
generation.
and my fourth turn that I've just created, I rage again because I'm so mad that I rolled a 1.
No. Raven is raging in real life.
Raymond is raging. Bill has stopped raging. Bill is still raging, but now Raymond is raging. Ugh, especially being so close with that trip too. Ugh.
Rage quit
Yeah.
from Bill pretty soon. He's like, I'm just leaving my flail and walking
Yeah,
away.
right.
I just give up. I'm sorry, Grandpa.
I was so proud of my first hit, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this cool thing with my second hit." And
No,
Grandpa's-
don't worry. This combat's not over.
True.
You'll have
It's
plenty of
not.
chat.
It's really not.
That's my grandpa looking down, going, "Why are you trying to fucking trip him? Just hit him with it."
It's this thing's turn again, and I need Yosef to roll another will save
I don't like that at all. Okay.
because the other two have already gotten hit by this thing. It's not
What, the-
cumulative. Yeah, chittering madness.
But I rolled a 22 last time. That wasn't enough.
No, that's not a crit succeed.
I have to
I'm
crit
fine.
succeed for it to
Yeah.
not bother me
Yeah.
every round. Oh my fuck! This is awful. Okay. Natural fucking 1. Okay. Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right, you
9.
are stupefied too.
Cool. Great. Yeah. Awesome.
Which good thing you're not a caster, right? Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's good. So it's not going to really hurt me otherwise.
Right. He can hurt you other ways,
He doesn't even know I'm here yet.
right? He's like, I didn't even know you exist. All right, he is going to turn and see this big armored thing that just showed up, and he's going to take a claw at Solus.
Right.
First attempt, 18 to hit.
That beats.
Oh,
Wait, can you
actually,
shield
no,
raise?
I'm
Shield.
going to reactive shield and bring my shield up with reactive shield.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
all right. That's a miss.
Cling.
Yep.
All right, he's going to try it again, though. Actually, now he doesn't like being surrounded. So he's going to attempt to move, but he's got to make... It says you can do an acrobatics check or a reflex check. Let me see what I got here. Yeah, I've got no acrobatics, so I just got to do a reflex. Let's see if I fall over. And it's an 18, right?
Yes.
Do I get an attack of opportunity if you left my area?
Do you have attack of opportunity? Reaction?
I don't think so yet.
I don't think you do.
I don't think so either.
Sounds like
All
level
right,
4.
so I succeed, or I fail. So I fall prone right here.
Whew, okay.
Ooh.
That's good.
I like that.
And then he's going to use an action to stand up again. And that's the end of his turn.
Cool.
Yosef, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna roll a trip this goober because I still have a +9 to that, even if I'm a little stupefied right now. Stupefied. I just got this buzzing sound in my head, this chittering bug noise.
It's like cicadas in a summer afternoon.
but like times 10. So I'm gonna roll a natural 3 for a 12. Doesn't matter what I roll in.
No good.
Okay, I'm going to try it again. I'm sorry to whoever's listening, but I'm just sticking with it. These are going to roll good eventually, right? Right?
No, that's the gambler's
No?
fallacy.
Okay. All right, well, I'm doing it anyway. This is a +4 instead. Damn it, that rolled off. I got a natural 6 for a 10.
Nope.
All right, I'm done doing that then. God, this is so frustrating. Okay, instead, I'm going to use my last action to just take a step to the corner of this mausoleum up here and still to give Solus a flank.
Cool, because you did a step and you're good because
Yeah.
it's a step. It's not a full move action.
Yeah, and I'm still
Awesome.
up here above it trying to...
Perfect.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Tovin, you're up, buddy.
Oh my goodness! I want to chill touch, but I know that's not a good idea because that's a fortitude save.
Bad touch.
Yeah. So
Behind the screen here, for those of you that don't play, and for those of you that have only played low level, fortitude is the fastest scaling save for pretty much everything in this game. So if you're building your character around beating fortitude saves, you could be in for a bad time.
Yeah. Fortunately, that's just a cantrip. So I'll give my friend Solus guidance, and then I'll also reach down deep and start twirling my finger at this thing like Timothy Elephant in Dreamcatcher. And I'm going to cast Admonishing Ray.
Because you
All
keep
right. Is this
missing.
the thing that's essentially the smack? The smack?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yep. It's 2d6 bludgeoning damage if I land a hit.
Is it 2d6? Because you can't auto heighten.
Todd
I don't
attacks
believe.
Micah, hit by 5.
Oh, sorry. No, it's not. Yeah, I was just reading the wrong thing.
23 to hit?
Yep, 23 to hit.
That's a hit.
What?
Oh, no, it does. The ray does deal 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
It does because it's
It says
increases by
in the main
2d6.
body. Yep.
Right, so it would be 4d6 if you heightened it. I see.
Okay.
All right, roll that damage. This is non-lethal though, right?
It's non-lethal, but it does come at him as some sort of a fist made of pure energy.
Magical
And-
pimp hand.
Yep. Show you how strong it is. 2 3s for a
Nice.
6.
You know what? It's better than a sharp stick in your own eye.
I don't have it. Oh, that makes me sad. Okay, well, good. Now I'm completely useless.
Is that it? That's all you've got left? I mean, you could just keep casting guidance on everybody
I
literally every
can.
turn.
Well, no, I can't because I can only hit him once a day.
Yeah, once every hour.
Yeah, okay. That's it. Yeah, I'm done with my turn.
Solus, you're up, buddy.
All right.
Make your boys proud.
Yeah, use your guidance.
Do code.
Caravan guide his hand, if that's what he's going to use.
All right. For my first action, I'm going to try to intimidate it.
All right. Do you know Aklo?
I do.
Perfect. Then you're not going to take a minus for attempting to intimidate something you don't know the language in. So you have to
All
yell
right.
at it in Aklo.
Okay, rolling. That is a 17 for a 22.
Whoa.
That succeeds in demoralizing him. He is frightened. 1. How are you going to do this? RP this. I need
Okay.
to know.
How dare you speak Aklo?
Damnable abomination, I will send you back to Asmodeus!
It's a little rough. He's got parents, man.
Also, I don't know.
Just a kid.
Asmodeus is in the 9 hells. I don't know if he knows who is.
He's just a kid.
He's just a baby. He's just a little kid, don't you know?
All right. So he is now frightened. You are flanking him.
Excellent. All right. Then attack number 1. Do I have a gain from that? From guidance or something?
Yeah, if you want to use your guidance on that.
Yeah.
+1.
Okay. That is a natural 2.
That's a miss there, buddy. I'm sorry.
Right.
We're all rolling so good.
Right. Great.
Don't worry, it's coming.
All right.
Change gon' come.
Second attack. Here we go. Natural 8 for an 11. God
That's
damn.
pretty much the exact same roll as last time.
It is exactly the same roll.
Nice.
Yeah. God damn it. All right. Well, that's it.
All right. I need Kashak the Gold to come in clutch now. You started out with the
going to try his
grease.
very best.
We
It
all
helped
do.
out quite a bit.
I mean, Yosef is trying so hard.
We're
You
all
can
trying
tell.
so hard.
So
do
he
something.
can't reach Billiam, but he's going to look at Yosef. And he's going to say,
Apsu, help him.
and he's going to give him guidance.
Yay.
Then he's going to look at the thing and try to give him a little zapadoo.
Oh, with what you using?
Electric arc.
Nice. All right. And its reflex save is suffering because he's frightened.
And also it sucks anyway.
It's not the greatest save he's got. That is an 11, so that's a fail.
That.
Roll me some damage, buddy.
Got a natural 1 for a 5.
Nice. Minimum damage. I love that.
Bazat.
How's that?
Bazat.
Bazoot?
Bazat.
All right. What you got next?
Give me more.
That's all 3 actions.
Oh, that's a 2. I didn't realize Electric Arc was a 2 action. I thought it was 1. Nope,
Yes, it
it's
is.
cast time too. Look at that. All right, Billiam. You're up.
All right, this thing is still prone, correct?
No, it got back up.
It did get back up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So does tripping it use concentrate? Concentrate.
I don't think Trip has the concentrate trait.
Okay, then while I'm raging, I can attempt to trip it again.
Actually,
want
attack
it.
skill. That's all it is.
Okay, then I want to bring this thing down. I was so mad that I missed the first time. That's what caused my rage, guys. So I'm going to try
We
it
want
one more
you to
time.
do it. Yeah,
I-
come on.
Atreyu, no!
Does he get a bonus because of the grease?
I don't think so.
I mean, that
I
would
should
make
get a
sense.
bonus for my fervor. Bring it on.
Natural 9.
That is a 9 for a 17. 18. That's an 18, which I think works because last time I
You
was only
trip
1
it.
off. Woohoo!
Yes!
Down it goes.
There
Down it
Thank
goes.
God I was
Finally.
using this. Okay, sweet. And it falls to the floor, and I'm just elated. I'm happy, angry. You know, when you're so angry, you
You've
start
got
to laugh.
like that angry grin.
I start maniacally laughing, and I just thwump. Where the name comes from.
Give it the
Bring
good
it down.
old-fashioned thwump.
Bringing it down.
Roll it. Natural 19.
My God, yes!
28. Yes.
That's a crit.
damage.
That's a crit.
Yes.
Woo! Rolling crit
Doesn't it do
damage.
something special?
34.
Holy shit!
Whoa.
34 points of damage. Oh my God. And it's going to take 1 persistent fire as well.
Oh my
It is
God.
now on.
Told you it was coming around, boys.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Bill is elated right now.
Hold
dead.
on. Sorry.
It's-
No,
yeah, right.
I accidentally.
Why is it
I
dead?
accidentally.
No, it's dead. No,
It was
no,
an
take
accident.
these back.
Kill
He's-
it. Kill
I
it.
took
Fucking
it
kill
out.
it.
I accidentally
Stab it
hit
into
double.
the fucking dirt.
I accidentally hit double on your crit damage, so it did 68 points. Like,
68
whoa,
points.
God, why is it dead?
All right, so we know it has
And-
less than 68 points
It's
of
prone.
damage.
Shut
So-
up! Shut up! You're not supposed to
no,
know
it's
that.
too late. Damn it. Okay.
So how many of its legs are broken, right?
Yeah,
because
right.
as we know from
You
watching
could attack
Starship
it again.
Troopers,
I can attack it again. I'm sad. I was waiting for my
it's
trip
only
to work.
90% combat effective.
Okay, I have
did
a dumb
work.
question. This might make you angry. Did you do your proper attack? Did you do your -5 attack?
But my first
the
one wasn't
second
an
one?
attack. It was a trip.
Yes,
And
it
then-
was, because a
Oh,
trip
no, it
has
is
the
a
attack
trip.
trait.
Oh, that's a good point.
That's a good question. I doubt I did. I probably did +9. I thought it was
It
just an
does say
athletics check.
+9. It does say
You
+9.
did +9. So that's not a crit, actually.
You're taking my thunder. That's all right.
God
No,
damn
you still
it.
did a lot of damage.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
that's still
definitely.
17 points, right?
17 points.
So-
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm still happy about it. I didn't realize. I thought it was just the athletics
No,
check. Not the,
no,
yeah.
it's got the attack trait.
right.
We were
All right,
doing
that's still
credit.
really good, though.
Yeah.
Whoa, it really is. You still
Crunch.
got one action too, so
Yeah, attack it again and actually crit for.
I know, right? Seriously. I'm assuming it's too late to do this, but it says when you successfully trip a foe, I have a wolf fang that I can use if I successfully trip a foe. I did attack right after because I was riding the high, but if you'll allow it, I'll use this wolf fang as my third action. If I successfully trip a foe, I basically pull out the wolf fang and stab it with it and get to do bludgeoning damage.
What is a wolf fang?
I received it out of one of the chests. Wolf
Yeah.
fang. This wolf. Hold on, let me bring it over here so I can read it better for you guys. Oh, this wolf canine is bound in a strip of leather and tied to a buckle or strap on my suit of armor. On my breastplate. When I activate the wolf fang, you deal bludgeoning damage equal to your strength modifier to the target of your trip. Yeah.
okay. So yeah, I'll allow you to do that. But I'm going to say, going forward, this is a talisman. Just because I'm sure I don't think we've talked about this before because this is a relatively new rule. It's something I've learned about actually in the past week while I was looking through the thaumaturge stuff. But this is a talisman. It's something that you would normally affix to a weapon.
Well, this is consume. Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
no,
It's
it
not
still
consumable.
affixes to
Okay.
a weapon. So it's
Okay.
like you attach it to the hilt of the weapon or something, and then when you have the triggering condition, it's consumed, and it's like a rider on the attack. I'll allow it to work this time because you
Okay.
weren't aware.
Yeah.
But going forward, these are talismans. If you have a talisman, you have to attach it to a weapon beforehand.
Okay.
So you add your strength mod.
Yeah, I can just use it and it should. I just used it. So
Yeah,
my
what's your strength mod?
Is +4.
Cool. So it does another 4 points of damage.
21 points of damage. Total.
Dang. It's pretty good.
So if you want to use that as my third action, I'm totally fine with that. Because
No, that's a free action. That's a free action.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I will attack one more time
Cool.
at a -1. Can I?
Yeah, total will be your...
Could I still hit
You-
it at a -1? I
Yeah,
don't know.
you-
Cool. I
yeah.
think
The
crit.
I'm trying to think of its AC right now. I feel like I don't know if I can hit it.
It's
but,
like 18.
Yeah, 19
about
or
it.
19 or 20 would hit.
yeah. Let's do it.
I mean, it's
The
not
cre-
like we're doing a crit deck or anything.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking I could go around and stop it from moving forward and more, and keep it on the grease would be my other.
That is pretty smart.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to do that instead. Move up, move here, move right in front of it, so it's still
my God.
it's still flanked from both
Nice.
sides.
That's
I don't-
Bill Thwomp is using
Look at
100% of
that
his brain.
tactics.
Hey, my
Goddamn.
intelligence is pretty. I have this war intelligence, you know, and during
Yeah,
a battle,
he
I'm
has
like,
more
okay.
intelligence than anybody except for Yosef.
So when I'm in the heat of things, I'm like, oh, good idea,
go.
Bill, and I run. So I run over and I stop him from the other side, so he can't move out of the grease.
Heck
and
yeah.
that'll end my turn.
All right. He is up. He is angry. He is fallen over. So he's going to use his first action to get his ass up.
Get up.
He's still frightened,
Get
at
on
least
up.
until the
Get
end
on
of
up.
this turn. But he is going to... He's going to give a big old claw at... Actually, no. We're going to do a bite at Billiam because he's angry at you, man.
That's fine. I brought
You're
down
no
the
good.
thunder.
You're no good. 23 to hit.
That is a hit.
All right.
But
Let's
I got those
roll
temp
that
HP
damage.
points.
12 points of damage.
Nothing.
And now he's...
Solus is going to use Retributive Strike.
Oh.
So, yeah, reduce that by 4.
Ooh.
By 4.
Thanks, bud.
Dang, because of your level
Also-
up, right?
Yep. And also he's going to attack this boy back.
You ain't shit. You're not gonna do shit. You're gonna roll it like a 2.
We'll see.
I feel like a 2 today.
Fuck him up.
That is a 14 for 22.
Yeah, that's a hitch. Fuck you.
Yep.
Whap.
Damage, and is this undead?
No.
Okay, that's fine. All right, fine.
Fine.
13 damage.
Damn. That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's adding up.
All right, it's going to use a second attack to give a little clawing action at Billiam again. Or, attack with something else this time, a claw. 23 to hit.
That's a hit. Same
All right.
as the last one.
My God.
That's max damage,
Oh.
22 points.
Holy shit.
Like a bus.
Goodness.
Wow.
Damn.
Are you still up?
Yeah, I'm still up, luckily.
22 points. And that's the end of his turn because he had to use an action to stand up.
You're
He's
so
no
beefy.
longer frightened. And that's the end of his turn. Yosef, you're up.
Stay the course, Billiam. I've got you.
All right, this creature. I'm going to roll to trip it again because
Don't
it
forget
is
about
assailing
your
my creature,
guidance.
and I have a guidance. So this is essentially a plus 10 roll because I'm going to use it on this trip. I'm going to turn and look at you and give you a thumbs up, just
You're
like
welcome.
that kid in front of the computer, like that gif where he's just like.
Right?
So I'm gonna turn roll with my plus 10. That is a 18 exactly because I rolled a natural 8.
That's a miss there, buddy. Sorry about that. Oh, wait. Hold on. That's a trip?
Yes.
Oh, that's a success.
Yes!
There it goes.
Okay.
Prone.
Down it goes. Prone again. In the grease. And now I'm going to take a -5 to that. Well, from my 9, yeah. So that'll be with a +4. I'm going to try to hit it for once.
There we go.
Natural 13 for a 17, right?
That's a miss.
Is that what I said?
Oh.
Even while it's flat-footed and prone?
Yep.
Damn.
I mean, it didn't change. It was already flat-footed.
Yeah, but now
Because-
it's flat-footed to Billiam and it has to get up again.
Yep, exactly. That's the whole deal. Robbed it of an action.
Does it matter that it's flanked?
I also witnessed Solus berate this thing and shake it in Aklo, and I too speak Aklo, so I would
go
like
for
to
it. Perfect.
Try to intimidate it.
Perfect.
Let me check what my intimidation is. +2. Cool.
All right.
Here
Technically
we go.
possible.
19.
For a what?
Like 19 total.
Oh,
I rolled a natural 17.
no, you missed. Sorry. He just kind of chitters.
Yeah, I have a lowered charisma right now because of Stupefy, so that might have been a little bit better.
Yep. That'll do it.
All right, yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Tovin, you are up.
So Tovin he's just going to do one thing.
No.
Yes, I'm going to draw
You have 3 actions. You're going to do 3 things.
No, I'm going to do one thing after I do this thing. I'm going to spend an action to draw the Wand of Healing, and I'm going to cast it at 2 action. So it'll be ranged. Billiam.
Yeah.
I need you to take so much damage. No, it's
Hopefully not that much.
Lightning bolt!
it's 1d8 plus 8.
Damage?
No, healing.
Oh, I was okay. I
And
was
you
like,
get-
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna die.
No, you get 13 hit points back, and that's the end of my turn.
All right.
Nice.
Thanks,
nice.
buddy.
Not bad.
It's something.
Wow. All right, that's good.
Solus, you are up.
Oh, wait, no, sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry. Wait.
Oh God.
Wait.
D10s.
Oh, that's right.
Let me re-roll that. So it'll be 1d10 plus 8. It's going to be worse.
Watch it be less.
Yeah, it'll be even worse.
13.
It is 17.
Nice.
That's much better. Okay.
Wow.
Get back in
Now
there.
I feel better.
Yeah, I am. I was gonna run away. Maybe I won't now.
This is why Tovin's here.
You might want to do risky surgery next.
Yeah.
Risky,
when
risky.
he's done. When we're done.
Solus, you're up, buddy. Can you
All right.
end this?
Hopefully this thing is prone, right?
Sure
It
is.
is prone. And you are flanking.
Okay.
That grease, man.
Coming in clutch.
Yeah.
Jesus, that grease.
Here comes strike number 1. That is a 16 for a 27.
Oh,
Like a bus.
That's a hit.
Yes.
That is a hit.
Nice.
Can you take?
Damage.
Will this do it?
12 damage.
I need you to describe your kill.
Nice. There we go.
This fucking insectoid thing is on the ground. Okay. I step over it. I bisect it, removing its
Cloaca.
that's not the word. The bottom half of the insect from the top half of the insect.
The
whatever.
abdomen from the
Separate.
thorax,
There you go. Yeah.
My God, we're having a cookout tonight.
and it starts like. It's like wiggling its arms and its legs, and
I'm about to call some boys up here and ride this thing down the mountain.
You look like Kermit.
just spewing this foul, sickly green ichor out where you sliced it in half. It's like a freaking spray coming from both ends.
As it dies.
You said the word of the day: bisect.
Word of the day, cloaca.
It's a really visual joke, but at least 4 of us out of the 6 of us in the Zoom call have our arms straight up in the air. Just-
I would if I could. I can't
waving
get him
around.
I can't get him all the way up there.
Oh, Mary Kay still doing it to you, huh?
Exactly. I get halfway there.
All right, guys, you have succeeded. You have slain this thing. And I want to once again thank Christian with Beast Foundry for this. I expect we'll probably run through his bestiary over the course of this podcast, maybe grab some more things. I'm looking forward to it.
Fuck you, man. You did so much damage
We'll
to
see.
me. Come on, Chris.
Beast. Literally.
Speaking of, I'm as Tovin, after this combat's over, he's going to see you, Billiam, just still bleeding profusely after this all this horrific damage he's taken. I'm going to rush over there and I'm going to put my hand on wherever he was hit to try to staunch the bleeding. You, Kobold, come here. I need your hand. You look like the cleanest of us all. Here, hold pressure on this.
Yes, right here, right there.
No, but that'll do. Just hold steady.
also
I just,
trained in
I just push
medicine.
as hard as I can.
And that's where I'm
hands
going
are
to.
cold.
I'm going to roll a risky surgery.
I have enough health to not die.
You take 3 points of damage.
Oh, nothing.
I think I've got a pair of tweezers here.
And now I'm going to attempt my medicine check.
4d8.
I look
You
at
don't
Kash-
need to. You auto crit, right?
No,
Because
You took
no?
damage.
Nope. But okay, so it elevates it to the next level. So if you succeed, you go up a level.
Oh, okay.
So I crit. So he gets 4d8 of healing, but he also gets a +5 from my
Isn't it
medic?
It's not
background.
40-10. It's 48. It's only like your divine healing.
Right.
Is up to
Yeah.
D10s. Okay.
Healing only. Yeah, that only applies to my spells. So
Roll that 4d8 plus 5.
I look at Is it Kashik or Kashik?
Kashak.
Kashak. I look
Like
at Kashak
Cash
and go,
App with a K.
Okay, I look at Kashak and go, watch this. He's done this to me many times.
And he cuts off a strip of his ass and then places it over the gash on his chest.
he just lays it on there and says, "You're good to go."
You should consider getting injured.
Spits on it.
No, I'm just gonna look at Kashik's eyes. And I'm gonna say, "Steady, steady." I'm never gonna break eyes with Kashik. I'm gonna do it all while staring Kashik down.
He's
And
just
he
pushing
gets-
increasingly hard on the
He
same
gets
spot.
26 points of damage.
Oh my
Or
God.
damage.
Healing.
26
Whoa.
points of healing.
Healing.
Holy
healing.
There we go.
Full health.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yep. So you're good to go.
Oh.
Anybody else need a hand?
No, thank you. I'm fine. Thank you.
Yosef is on top of the mausoleum with his spike chain still wrapped around like the leg of this thing. He's trying to like wiggle it loose. His Solus is standing over it.
So you say wiggle it loose. I'm going to take one more thing and give Christian one more plug with Beast Foundry. His whole system, it's not based in Galarian. He's got a whole world that he's built, and all of these creatures, it's all PF2E compatible, and all these creatures, as you cut them out, I'm looking at the stat block, this cool PDF that he sent me just for this Morglar nymph. And he's got crafting rules built for like building things out of the parts of these monsters.
Oh, it's like a
So-
survival simulator.
Exactly. So like you can take
That's
a bit
interesting.
of its shell and make a shield. You can take its claw and make a pick. That's a fatal D12 pick. It's pretty rad, man.
Do you guys want this? Because I was about to call some friends of mine.
You know, I do have a good crafting skill.
So do I.
Grab the claws. We'll make po' boys.
All right, so Yosef does what he used to do, and as a small creature, will walk up to this medium one, and he kind of like stands on the edge of it and wraps the spike chain around it and cantilevers with his weight and starts sawing back and forth.
So if you want to try to do this, we can do it, right? But there's a specific, you've got to use nature or survival to successfully process this corpse.
How long does a stupefy last?
1 minute. Stupefy lasts for a minute.
Oh, okay, cool. Can you get rid of it then?
Sure.
Because it's affecting my skills.
Why do I have a ghost
Yosef,
of me?
if there's any pieces you want you can't get off, I'll just rip them off with my muscles.
I don't know.
Yeah,
if that's
I'll
what
wait
you
until it's
necessarily
time,
do
then I'll
that.
use
Well,
guidance on Mr.
If you attempt to process it and you fail, then the components are lost. Now, I'm not going to do the crafting rules for this, but I'll give you gold for processing it. I'll say you can sell it.
Okay.
Because crafting just... I haven't figured out a good way to handle it. It's just really not great. It's my least favorite part of 2E is the way that crafting's handled. And maybe I'll reach out to Christian and see how he handles it, and maybe we can talk about doing it in the future, but I don't like the way that 2E handles it. It's like a week of downtime to do the simplest mundane crap. It's awful.
It's like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, it's just for something really basic like a potion. It's like 4 days. It's nuts.
That could, just take the thing down. Not a big deal. Process it.
All right, so you got to do nature or survival, Joseph?
I have a much higher survival. It's plus
Let's go
6.
for it.
All right. I rolled a natural 9 for a 15.
For a 15, that is a fail, but you still are going to get 6 gold and 5 silver worth of components.
So you can stop asking me for gold.
There's 6 gold and 5 silver.
Which reminds me, I pull out another bill of sale and I hand it to Raymond, and it's out itemized. It's emergency surgery, and it's a charge for 5 gold, and above that is written holy water 3 gold.
You have to mark it up 15 times because it's for medical use.
Right?
Yeah. Have your people get a hold of my billing department.
The billion department. We'll get a hold of the billing department.
Billion department.
So,
Damn.
you seem to have saved the town a bit. The guards are starting to filter back in and, are starting to drag away or rebury some of the bodies. You see Carmen Najani, having stabbed into a couple of these ghouls. He's cleaning off this sword that he has, and he just kind of slinks off. Doesn't really talk to you guys. He's gone. For those that might not remember, he's the blacksmith that's also running for mayor. One of his ancestors was also one of the Dawn Guard.
What about Lardis Longsaddle?
That's that would be the captain of the guard, and I would say that he's around here as well. Somebody did his homework. Lidus Longsaddle. He's wearing his regular Otari guard uniform, but he's got a feather in his helmet that's like 2.5 feet long. It's pretty ridiculous. Very fancy. It's like, lads,
It's like one of the craft peacock feathers you
Good
can buy from
job.
Michael's.
Good job, lads. I'm glad you were here. I mean, I would have done it myself, but I was trying to keep the populace safe, honestly.
and you can see that his sword is still put away. There's no blood or grime or ichor or anything on it. He's done absolutely nothing.
I'm just glad you were able to take care of it. I'll definitely make sure the mayor finds out how wonderful you did this evening.
Fabulous job as always.
Gosh, I see that you've met the local heroes. I didn't know that you are the heroing type yourself. I thought you were a bit more of a just, engineer person or something.
Indeed, normally I stick to the warrens. Recently I've been looking for that shopkeep, but a lot of dead people around that shouldn't be around.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I guess it has something to do with Gauntlight. But I really don't know. I was, like I said, I was taking care of them. The townspeople. I wasn't up here to see exactly what happened.
Well, obviously. Left to their own devices, it would be nothing but hysteria. Thank you. Of course, sir.
Yes, well, I'm going to report to the mayor now and clean yourself up. We did a good job here, but, we got a lot of work to do to make sure that the populace of the town isn't completely panicked.
Come on, Vice Captain of the Guard Agnew.
If you see Krentek, let him know that we've got a large, some sort of, crab up here for processing.
Yes, we can make sure that we get the fishery people on that. I'm sure it'll go wonderfully with drawn butter. Maybe sugar water. Sugar water.
I don't know why this guy's a combination of Edgar from Men in Black and Richard Nixon, but I think it works well.
It's beautiful.
I can't wait to meet his deputy, Spiro Agnew.
Hey, sugar. And water.
He brings him a bowl of soup.
Oh, is he motorboating, getting ready for the MILF attack?
While we're not paying attention, a trick driver comes out of nowhere and fucking murks him.
So what
All
do
right,
you
where
guys
were
do? You guys are hanging out in the cemetery. There's corpses all around.
Richard Nixon is here.
Richard Nixon is here.
Nixon's back.
Oh God, is that dream again?
Tobin is going to completely ignore
Lidus
Longsaddle.
Longsaddle.
Yeah, he's going to completely walk by him and go over to Joe's character and introduce himself. My scaly friend, you held yourself so well out there. Can I trouble you for your name? I'm Tobin.
I am Kashak the Gold. A pleasure to meet you, sir.
Well, the pleasure is certainly mine. So thank you for your help. Well, from whereabouts do you hail?
Down. I'm from the Otari Warrens, you see.
I don't. I spend most of my time up here, but I'd like to.
Get good at ducking.
Did you collapse the thirsty alpaca, or did you know who did?
No, don't ask that question. I'm sorry. My name is Solus Portententis.
What?
How do
Pleasure
you
to meet you,
mate?
Solus.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
This gentleman over here appears to need to find some sawdust to lay down and take a nap in.
I have no idea what you just said.
I'm going to like this dynamic between the two small members of the party passively aggressively hating each other.
I
That'd
didn't
be
passively
great.
aggressively hate him. It was a legitimate question. There haven't been a lot of them except for that one, Krentek. He doesn't know who did
You
it.
actually notice Krentek is skulking around outside the gate, and he sees Kashak,
What?
and
Is he
What
really?
the fuck is he doing here?
he sees Kashak, and as soon as he notices him, he just kind of straightens his cloak and he skulks off a bit. He's just checking out what's going on.
I'd love to help you.
Grentek.
Yes, I was just checking out
Sorry,
for the
I'm going to
mayor.
kind of jog over there as much as I can. Have a private word.
Grentek.
Yeah, I was checking it out for the mayor, seeing what was going on. He likes to keep appraised of this, and I'm basically his right-hand man now.
Oh, I thought Lidus Longsaddle had that handled. Eye roll.
Lidus is Lidus. He's more concerned with where his dinner's coming from than protecting the people.
Well, there appears to be some sort of enormous grub.
In fact, I saw him at the Watergate Hotel.
Did you happen to hear what he said?
No, but I'm sure he recorded it.
We gotta get some guys up here to get the rest of this grub. That giant thing? It's a grub.
Just be careful with them. I know sometimes you can't control yourself. We don't want to hurt anyone.
Well, obviously not. But I'm saying, let's get some guys up here because this thing is a grub. That thing, grub.
Yes, I think Lidus said he was going to send some people from the fisheries, but I'll send a few of our people as well.
No, let's grab it and take it wherever it needs to go. I'm saying that's going to be good eating.
Perhaps. I just don't want to force it on anybody. We don't know
For
where
like
it's
4
been.
weeks.
Been on the ground and
It'll feed the entire warren.
it's transported with that laser beam. What are you talking about? I don't know what that does to it. It's going to turn the freaking frogs gay.
This is getting bad.
Let's cook it.
What the fuck is going on?
Anyway, nice to see you, Grentek. I'm going to head back to this
Yes,
posse over here.
Good day. And he gives a long, hard look at Solus as he leaves. Like, intensely. And then he goes.
All right.
Hat down.
Yeah. Cool.
So dumb.
Where do we even go from here?
Wow, what the hell?
What is happening right now? Yeah, I thought I was on board. I lost the boat.
This feels great, guys. I feel like our family's getting bigger by the day.
Ladies and gentlemen, knowing is half the battle. The other half is violence.
Kashak Joe.
I would like to, you know what? I think that we should buy this kobold a drink. At the very least. A little merriment wouldn't hurt at this point. Oh, God, is that laser still active?
6 in the morning.
We can have some morning beer.
It's a morning beer.
Morning beer, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
You know who doesn't give a shit what time it is? People who live underground.
we must at the very least discuss our next move.
How fucked up is the graveyard looking? By
There
the way?
are like holes and stuff all over the place. Several of the mausoleums have bursted open. There are some like attendants of Pharasma, like priests of Pharasma, that typically deal with these things that are hurriedly trying to put corpses back and reconsecrate graves. Like they just came out of the woodwork, like 6 of them, and they're just moving around this place trying to fix things.
Beyond anything super pressing going on, Yosef is going to dismiss his spikes chain. And does that just like sink back into my arm or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that feels weird.
Probably hurts.
So that just slips back into my wrist, and I'm going to look around at all of the devastation in the graveyard, and then look at Keshek and the rest of my compatriots and be like, okay, well, if we're all going to get a drink or get clean, I am going to go home and grab my shovel and do what I can to help clean up around here. It's just important to me that these bodies are put back where they belong.
I mean, they came out of their own accord, to be fair.
I wouldn't exactly put it like that.
They should be cleaning up after
Yeah,
themselves.
It's very much debatable.
There's a weird gray area there, and it's not for me to decide. So I will just put them back where they belong. So I will depart and go grab a shovel from my place back down at the bottom of the cliff, and then come back and try to
Surely
help,
they have shovels at the cemetery. Come on.
I want my own.
It's
a
small.
short one.
He's small.
I'm small.
The
It's
shoveler.
pretty much a spade. It's like
Yeah.
one of those hand spades. It's a garden trowel.
It's a soup spoon.
I'm only 2 inches taller than you. We need specialized equipment.
Well, if it takes an hour or longer, I'll cast guidance on him.
Bill's just going to pick up random bodies.
Sit back and watch.
Drop them
You
in
guys
holes.
are doing great. Fantastic, obviously.
I say you like kobolds live underground, and you're just sitting back and watching him do all this digging.
Yes, indeed. Well, we live normally in warrens around rock, you see. So there's actually very little digging in the area. I'd help you, but I just don't care.
It's soil pads.
That's evident when you collapse the bar. I understand.
They were already buried once. How many times are you going to read these people their rights?
It's their last rights.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, last rites for the 3rd time.
You have the right to remain dead.
Hey, wasn't that was a movie with Ryan Reynolds? The R.I.P. department.
Oh, that's a great movie. Great movie.
There's that.
Buzz was in that.
All right, so Yosef, I would say it's probably going to take the better part of the day to clean this place up if you're going to commit to that.
I mean, I can let the other party, the rest of the party, like RP and do what they want to do while I'm doing my thing, or if they want to do something important, because it feels like already we have used a certain amount of our abilities for the day, and I don't know if sans giant laser beam we want to just go running in. So I will let them talk about it, and if they decide, Yosef will more or less impress. If everybody comes to the consensus that we would like to go to the Gauntlight today, I'm ready. I'm good to go. I only took a little bit of damage, but this is also important to me as like Yosef's dedication.
A devout
to
follower of Pharasma.
Kelvin's
Yeah.
actually going to stay behind and help him because I will be, as I'm helping him put these corpses back in the ground, I'll be discussing the finer points of stitching
Yes,
them
of course.
together.
You're going to have to. Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, you only have these cadavers until I'm ready to put them away. So if you're going to do any cruel tutelage, now is the time. And I'm going to look up at Billiam and Solus, and then I'm going to look at Keshek, and I was like, listen, the rest of you seem the most level-headed out of who remains, but it looks like Tov and the Nye, not Todd and I, Tov and the Nye. It looks like Tov and the Nye are going to be staying up here for a while to clean this up, so I would appreciate it if you would take our new friend, catch him up on what we know, and then make a decision on what we'd like to do today. But we'll be up here for now. So, Godspeed.
And I look at Kashak and I go,
We can do
How
that.
does breakfast sound?
We can do all of this while we work. This is obviously very important to these gentlemen, so I'll assist.
And I start.
No, Kashik, there's a lot to catch you up on.
I was there.
We insist.
I see.
You guys go ahead and have your morning beer. Oh my goodness, Yosef, have you ever seen this before? This is called a prolapsed rectum.
Oh my
He did it again. There it is.
I was waiting.
You had to take off
I
that
don't know
one's
that he's missing
pants.
an episode yet. That's beautiful.
Put that back on. Phrasma, forgive. I didn't even mean to look.
Listen, I was just getting into some stitching, and we found a valid reason to do it.
Oh, bones fall in a
If
spiral.
you're going to get
my
your hands
guts.
dirty, you might as well get your hands dirty. Come on.
No.
And
I
also
just
your
need to
eyes,
dig a
it
hole.
seems.
Just make them. Just put.
Just dig a hole and put them in it. That doesn't sound like funerary,
Well,
right?
no. Solus bisected this person. So can we?
They were already laid to rest once. Put them in a bucket. Put it in a hole.
Oh God. Does anybody have like a Home Depot bucket?
Oh, God.
I'm certain we can find a burlap sack in one of these rooms. Look, a mausoleum. There's something in there, I'm certain.
Oh man. Okay.
You know what all these bones would fit in? A coffin, probably.
We get it. Go eat. Okay, go eat breakfast. Tobin and I will fix this, or try.
No, I can definitely fix this. Stitch here, stitch there.
Let's go, Kashik. I'll tell you about my kids.
Wait for me!
Fair enough.
Wait for me!
So, do we want to just like wash over the catching you up on everything, or did you want to RP that in depth for 30 minutes?
I would like to wash over that and hopefully regain some spell slots and sleep, maybe? Like, because my guy, I got a nap, get breakfast too.
We could do that next session, maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I figured. We'd walk him and you guys get in there.
As you guys make your
Yeah.
way back to the bar, you see there's Are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go back? You gonna go back to Crow's Casks or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make your way back to Crow's Casks, and there's about 4 guys sitting there, and they look rough, like they're badass dudes, and they've been on the trail, and they've been in some battles. They've got scars, and they're armed with what appears to be silver weaponry. And they're all talking. Hear him over here.
Yeah, I heard they think they got him, but they weren't sure. Yeah, but all those attacks have been coming around. There's got to be where they're coming from. You know, if we go down to the market, we could talk to that gnome that works there. He might know something. But yeah, but that bounty's worth at least 2 years. At least 2 years worth of wages for anybody in this town. Why do you think they're going to help us? They're going to want it themselves. Oh, I think he's going to want it. I think he's going to want to help us good.
And they finish up their morning beer. As they walk out, you can see that, yeah, all of their weapons look to be silver. They have insignia of wolves on them.
They're looking for the werewolf.
Obviously witches.
Which reminds me, I'm going to charge my moonbeam while this is all going on. Now it's on tape. You can't deny it.
And as they leave, they look to a couple of the other patrons like, we're going to find him. We're going to find that fucker. Jaw Mesman. We're going to get that bounty.
Get him, boys.
And I'll see you next week.
Oh my
Nice.
goodness. Oh, Christian, you're a dead man.
Yeah.
And everybody goes to the bar and they talk.
Do you want to get lycanthropy?
You put the emphasis on the wrong syllable there.
Do you want it
Yeah, moonbeam. I turn into a wolf.
lycanthropy?
Roll for Intent uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc. Used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Roll for Intent is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Characters and original storylines are the property of Roll for Intent. Music for this podcast provided by Dark Fantasy RPG Studio, Michael Gilfie, Kevin McLeod, and Tabletop Audio. visit our website at rollforintent.com. Any questions or suggestions, email us at mailroom@rollforintent.com.